All right, guys, this is the Crook County Mobile Incident Command Post that we've been working long and hard for many days.
Many days. We've been talking about it, so we're going to do a walk around of the whole thing so we can kind of get an idea of what took so long to get done. Kyle showed a picture up there of the mast that sticks way up. That's just a big light to surround the area with light. You can see there's a roof rack up there that we custom built here. That was not to carry stuff in the traditional, way of roof rack, but to protect the electronics. So we've got lots of Leo lights up there, red and blues. We've got seed lights, white. And then of course there's lots of antennas and things like that. That mast does fold down electrically, so it's not up all the time, obviously. Back here, we put the first mini split in. There's two in this bus. This area was occupied by the factory AC system that this thing came with. Loud, inefficient, and horrible, so it's not there. You probably can't even hear it on the camera, but this thing's running right now at full speed. So here we've got a extra storage area that isn't done yet, in that we don't do the IT part, but that'll have monitors in it for seeing things from being outside of the bus. Up here we've got all kinds of things that we added. There's a bracket right here for a grill. Another mini split. We took the big propane tank out of here because all it runs is the hot water heater now. So they've got propane right there.
The vinyl wrapping for the bus was done by Ripq over in Madras.
Here, we've got all the power. Expion 360, 48 volt batteries. This is efficient and enough power that it can run the entire bus probably for a 24-hour shift with the ACs running.
And in fact, everything inside the bus is running off of the batteries right now, not running off of a generator.
Not real exciting, but one of the things about if you're out on a fire is you need refreshments. So one of the refrigerators we put in there so guys can grab waters or whatever, quick and easy. Like Kyle mentioned, the entire bus got wrapped. Ripq did a great job there. It had all kinds of funky colors. It looks a lot different now. Lots and lots of lights on this thing. As you can see, the rack up there, we've got floodlights. Imagine trying to deploy this thing in the dark when they're working a fire or some other kind of incident. And you need to be able to see where you're going and whatever. So lots of floodlights up there, more Leo lights, red and blues. We've got those down the side. And then lights up front. We tried to make this mimic a police car push bar. That obviously isn't the case. It's not a push bar, but more direct lighting. These are reds and blues. And then of course this folds down so that they can access the fuse panel and everything inside. But again, on the top here, we've got more reds and blues. And then we did basic stuff, like we upgraded all the factory lighting to some LEDs and made sure it was up to snuff for safety.
All right, moving inside. This is kind of a quick showcase of the command room. Before we get there, we have blinds set up around the front cabin, as well as the controls for all the LEO lighting based on one CENTCOM core. Kelly, take it away.
Thanks. So yeah, lots of electronics in this thing. Like Kyle said, the Whelen CENTCOM core is the core to all of the LEO lighting that's throughout the whole bus. Tons of radio gear. You can see there's one right there in the front. And then there will be another monitor up there, I believe. They haven't done yet, the IT folks. Back here, we built all of the desktops and structure. We built the monitor racks that you see here. We built the monitor racks over on this side as well. So this is a dispatch station. Again, another radio controller. They've got phones. This thing's wired for sound. It's got Starlink and all the other connections that they need. One of the mini splits, as far as the power needs of the bus for inverters and batteries and all that, it's all controlled through Victron stuff. We've got a Servo GX here, so we can look at the usage and how much power we got left in the batteries, which pretty much is just a lot. We're sitting here not plugged in. We're pulling 2,378 watts out of the batteries, running all the lights and everything in here. Speaking of lights on the roof, we've added all of these puck lights as well as the other LED lights. The puck lights, the reason for them is they can be red also. And if you're not familiar with red lighting, the reason for that is it's better in the nighttime as far as helping your night vision. So after all that was done, we did new flooring. One of the challenges for this deal was trying to get wiring in here, and there's a lot of it. So you can see the diamond plate wire chase there, and you'll see another one in the other room. Lots of work there. We tried to maintain as much of the old coach as we could to save money, but we had a lot of challenges there. And this wall here we put in, and through this door, oh, it's so nice in here. It's like 90 degrees outside, and it's probably 65 in here. It's amazing.
All right, in the back of the coach.
Back side of the wall you saw earlier. So here, this is the other end of that server rack you saw. Radio communications. This is a fold down bunk because people get tired. This is the back side of that AV cabinet we showed you on the outside. Another one of the mini splits. A little wash station here, coffee, because, you know, police, they got to have coffee. Another fridge for drinks and a microwave. We also put a little storage up here and coat hangers. This little slide just gives them a little extra space. This is a meeting table. It deploys basically where I'm sitting right now. We'll show you in a minute. And then these two monster multi+2 inverters. Again, 48 volt. This powers the entire coach. That breaker panel solely comes off of the inverters. One thing that's cool about these inverters, if you're not familiar with them, is they do load share. So if you're plugged in, say they have to go someplace and all they can get is a little 110 cord, they can plug in, and that'll kind of help top the batteries off. But if there's a big load demand, the inverters will kick in and add that supplemental power that's needed, like when an AC turns on or whatever. But there's the back end.
Okay, and this is what it looks like once the bunk bed is down and deployed and the meeting table is set up and down from the stowed position.
All right, so obviously this was a huge project. A lot of fun, a little outside of what we normally do, a little more involved than what we normally do, but we really want to thank Crook County for letting us take this project on. It's been a long journey for us and for them, you know. Kind of went at this with an idea of what we wanted and changed a lot just based on necessity. But yeah, it's been a great project. So if you got a project, big or small, give us a call and we'd be happy to help you out.